Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devan.
Bowing in. This is Robert Devan, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 315. What is FU money?
It's the Success Sensei podcast main event.
What is FU money? What is it? What can it do? And how to get it? FU money is an abbreviation of FUCKU money. I'm trying not to say the word because I'm trying to keep the episodes PG friendly for anyone to listen to. I don't want it to be censored in any shape or form. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm not reluctant to use a bit of bad language now and again in real life if the situation warrants it, but I attempt on the podcast not to use it too much. Not that I'm as squeaky clean as that might project me to be, but sure. However, I'm going to try to avoid saying the word today. FU money. I like this episode because it helps you to dream. It helps you to think big, and out of those dreams, it then helps you to create a plan. It helps you to formulate your goals so that you know where you're going, and it gives you the motivation to do it. FU money is bigger than an emergency fund. You'll have heard of an emergency fund. I suppose Dave Ramsey being one of the most famous proponents of an emergency fund, and he reckons you need to have 1,000, whether it's dollars, sterling, euro, in an emergency fund so that if there's an emergency, you have it on hand. What's an emergency? A car breakdown, of which I'm experiencing currently right now today. I don't know, your heating system at home going. 1,000 being the start of an emergency fund, because the fact of the matter is so many people, regardless of economic bracket, regardless of salary, regardless of the amount of money that passes through their hands on a weekly, monthly or yearly basis, so many people are living paycheck to paycheck with zero savings. That's why there's so much debt. That's why there's so much credit card debt and expensive debt. Because people don't even have a basic emergency fund. Now, I understand it can be very, very hard, especially in this economic climate, to save money. So make sure you listen to the end, and we'll talk about a few options for that. But an emergency fund is a smaller amount of money than FU money. It's also different, yet similar, to runaway money. So runaway money is an amount of money that facilitates you running away from your current life, I suppose, and starting again, whether that's healthy or not a healthy mindset. In certain situations, it may be important. There are, other savings before you might get to FU money, and that is, living expenses. So pretty much everybody who's in any type of financial services or financial advice services will recommend that you'll have generally in and around 6 months plus of living expenses saved, so that if you did have a medical emergency, if something did happen, if you lost your job, you could sustain your current lifestyle with zero income for that length of time, whether it's 3, 6, 9, 12 months, several years. I think several years is a bit excessive, because then we're getting into the realms of FU money. So what the hell is FU money? Well, it's an amount of money decided by you, the individual, that gives greater confidence to say no thanks or yes please. So it's an amount of money that gives you greater confidence in order to be able to pick and choose, to be able to say no thanks or to be able to say yes please. Originally, FU money was an amount of money that would give someone the confidence to say FU to their boss, their job, or anything that they didn't want to do. Or simply to go somewhere nice and do what they enjoy to do, what you enjoy to do, or what they enjoy to do. So that's traditionally what FU money was about, saying FU to whatever current situation you didn't financially have to be constrained to. What is that amount to you, by the way? Have a think about that. What amount to you? It's all individual. I always think when I do anything to do with money, people immediately think of rich, fat, billionaire cats, and they can't relate it to themselves. Anything to do with finances at every single economic bracket, every single economic level, and it does absolutely include you. If you ever use money, if there's any money, regardless of how little in your life, then anything to do with financial awareness absolutely has relevance to you. In fact, the less money you have, the more strange your financial circumstances are, the more all of this relates to you. So it's not about millionaires, billionaires and trillionaires. So what is that amount to you? What amount would you need in order to be able to confidently say F you to your boss, your job, or anything that you didn't want to do? What amount would allow you to make better decisions? What amount would limit your financial worry and concern? What amount would you need of FU money that would limit sticker shock? What amount of FU money would you need in order not to even have to look at prices? Wouldn't that be lovely? But FU money is much more than that. You know, there's also FU, I'm doing it anyway money. That's what FU money is for as well. It's not just a negative FU, I don't want to do that. It's FU, I do want to do that. FU, I'm doing it anyway money. And that is to have the FU money ready to take advantage of an opportunity that comes your way. That also gives immense confidence. We are living in times now that, you know, cash, in inverted commas, opportunities. And when I speak about cash, I'm not just talking about, you know, pure cash in your pocket. It's liquid assets, something that can be sold quickly for cash. Money in you know, digital assets, money in digital accounts, all of that. If I use the word cash, it doesn't actually just mean, you know, hard currency in the palm of your hand. It's any cash that you have access to amongst whatever accounts that you can store it in. So we are living in times that cash opportunities are arising and will continue to do so at a faster pace in the coming future. Recessions, of which I believe we're in one right now, are renowned times to take lucrative advantages if you have the money, or if you have the credit, or can get your hands on borrowings. Are you ready to take advantage of these opportunities? Are you getting yourself ready? Are you going to start getting ready? Are you already actively looking for opportunities? Or are you giving up? Are you waiting to see, in inverted commas, how things will work out? Are you waiting to see what the news is going to say next about the economy? Are you waiting to see what others are doing? Remember the Warren Buffett quote, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." In other words, there are opportunities during downturns and when consumer confidence decreases. And right now it is decreasing. There will be less buyers in the market, which means that everything will be on sale at lower sales prices. That's the way you look at it. It's a giant sale. Perfect for anyone who had the foresight to build up an FU war chest. Is FU money only for the rich? No. In fact, building up FU money and then investing it at the correct time and in the correct investment has made many people rich. So many people like you, me, everybody has in the past has had, you know, the opportunity and have managed to follow through with saving some FU money, investing it and becoming rich. So it's not just a game that the rich people play, although they do play it too. More millionaires and more millions are made during recessions. So don't let the term millionaire and millions put you off. Don't let our discussion about millionaires put you off. Don't become frustrated. It's what, you know, whatever economic level you're at. In fact, no matter how little you earn, save. you've heard the expression pay yourself first. Well, that's what it means. Deduct that source. Save before you put your money into whatever other expenses. Make sure you always keep some back to build up your savings. Again, no matter how little you earn. The amount that you can do, that's absolutely up to you. Your lifestyle, that's up to you. You might have to look at that. If you earn €10, £10, $10, and you only manage to save one, that's 10%. That's brilliant. Super start. Obviously, try to increase your income. Obviously, try to increase your savings rate, but do what you have to do, no matter how little you earn. We're not just talking about millions. Save as much as you can. Put the savings away first, out of sight, out of mind, and forget about it until it builds up. So here are the steps for your FU money. Number 1. Again, you're not going to like this, but we'll talk through it. Increase your income. Yeah, I knew you didn't want to hear that, increase your income. But how do you increase your income? Well, let's just open your mind for a second. You can do overtime. You can do extra days. You can get a promotion. You can get a raise. You can get a bonus. You can change job. You can change career. You can start a business. You can start a side hustle. You can sell stuff that you have, or you can buy in stuff and sell it. You can offer services, things that your knowledge or your physical labor. None of that has to be forever either. I think that's what when you tell people increase your income, oh yeah, here we go, increase your income. That's an impossibility. There's a lot of options there if you could just think about it. Plus, even if you find any of those distasteful, it does not have to be for a period of time. You're just trying to get some FU money together for step 2. Step 2, save an emergency fund of 1,000. So you'll need that bare minimum emergency fund. That gives you a little bit of confidence to save the next bit. Number 3, save some living expenses at a level that you're comfortable with. So whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever gives you the confidence to know that if anything happened, if you lost your job or there was a medical emergency, you've enough to cover your lifestyle before there's major panic. Now, after that point, we're on to point number 4, which is save your FU money. And that's the amount at which your confidence starts to increase. And it is up to you. When you've got your FU money, you've got 2 choices. So number 6, use the income to build further or invest it. Sorry, I screwed that one up. So invest your money, invest that FU money to build further in asset producing, in income producing assets. I'll get it back on track. Don't you worry. So when you have your FU money together, use it to invest in appreciating assets. So appreciating assets could be, cash flowing assets, or there could be ones whose value increases. Either way, you're using your FU money to take advantage of whatever opportunities are coming your way at reduced prices during a downturn to further build your FU money or to further build your asset portfolio. Or your other option number 7, was to simply have that FU money sitting in whatever accounts you have it in to give you the confidence to withstand whatever's going to happen in the future, or to give you the confidence to know that you could access any opportunity if you came your way. I better go through that again. So number 1 was increase your income. Number 2 was save an emergency fund first. Number 3, then save a living expenses fund. Number 4, save FU money. And that amount is up to you, wherever your confidence starts. Obviously keep building it up. With that FU money, you then have 2 choices. Number 6, you can invest in income producing assets. And then that money goes into your FU money or goes to purchasing more income producing assets. A big round circle, never ending circle, hopefully. Or number 7, you can simply have that money backing up your confidence. You can simply have that money in your account. And I'll give you an example of that. I have a friend who sold a property that he didn't need to sell. Especially because the property was producing an income and it was going up in value. I didn't agree with him selling the property because it was going up in value and it was increasing in income. But I do actually understand why he did it. And he simply sold it because he wanted to have the FU money. He wanted to see the zeros in his account. And those zeros helped him to make better lifestyle decisions. So I absolutely understand why he wanted to have it on hand. There is a difference between needing to buy something versus wanting to buy something. When you need to buy something, you're under pressure. Time is constrained and it's the main factor. And you inevitably pay more because it's urgent. You need it. Whereas when you want to buy something, you can take your time. You've got more time to get the best deal. You get way better deals than if you need to buy something. And that's the benefit with having the cash on hand. Is cash trash? You'll hear that as well when you listen to lots of different people's podcasts and lots of different financial advice. Some people will tell you the cash is trash, and they'll tell you that cash sitting in the bank is, due to inflation is losing so much money. And that's all true, but cash is not trash. Especially if that cash is confidence. And if that cash represents potential opportunity. And if that potential opportunity can then be, purchasing liquid assets. Now, property isn't necessarily liquid assets because it's hard, but, it can still be liquidated. But, there are other things you can put your money in that's as good as cash that can still give you a return. But regardless, if looking at the money, seeing the money, touching the money gives you confidence, how much do you value confidence? Well, confidence is priceless. So cash, while it may not be working for you directly, while it may be losing a bit of money through inflation, well, probably too much money, a good bit of money due to inflation, it could still be worth having it there. Because what we're talking about is the confidence that comes with FU money. But obviously I would advise putting it into something that can actually give you a return, but that you could liquidate quickly if you do see an opportunity. I hope all that helps you. Hope that you can build up a big FU money war chest and you never need to even tell anybody to FU. Wouldn't that be absolutely brilliant? Message me anytime. Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Devan, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.